Hey guys, this is Ron from the Rideshare Culture. And as you can see in the title, my thoughts about Instacart and the delivery apps. And this is a response to a CNBC report that was just posted today, earlier in the morning. And I'll leave a link in the description about what CNBC did a report of. Great report, by the way. And it shows everything from what the business looks at, from what the shoppers look at, and from what the customer is experiencing. So all of that is included in that article. It's a video article. It's on YouTube. I'm gonna leave the YouTube link in the description below. You guys should watch it. Anyways, here's my thought about my response to the CNBC report. All right. In the video, when you watch it, you're going to hear the president of Instacart talk. You're going to hear the chief executive officer of Instacart talk. And you're going to see what their focus is as a company. And honestly, their focus is not shoppers. They have already said in that video that, right now, and this is coming from the journalist who is speaking, that Instacart says that they're not worried about negative feedback from shoppers or the independent contractors, because that's what we are. We're independent contractors. We partnered with Instacart, Shipped, and all of these companies, but this is specifically about Instacart and how it has grown over the period of time. It makes so much sense how right now they're not worried about us, because I'll give an example. My auntie, it took her about 2 weeks to get a shipped order or an Instacart order, because there were not enough slots left. So the shopping experience is actually going out. Now you have you have Instacart trying to hire or partner with 300,000 shoppers. And that tells you right then and there that they were not ready for this particular pandemic thing. The other thing that comes to mind, I made a great point, was, did Instacart have to grow, or did Instacart grow? Does Instacart grow naturally over time, or do they grow during pandemics? Because last year, and I'm just going to talk about South Florida, and like I said before, I don't know if it's some of my videos, that shoppers were making a lot of money during hurricane seasons. Like, that was amazing. Shoppers are making money. So I'm here to say, that's awesome that they were doing that, but that was during a time of crisis, right? Hurricane season, anything, snowstorms. A lot of people up north, they'll put their YouTube videos about them shopping snowstorms. They were getting a lot of money out of Shipped and Instacart, right? Because the orders were there. Now let's just talk about the coronavirus thing that's happening, right? So basically what's happening right now is that you have a lot of orders that are spiked up into Instacart, and that they are trying to support what the customer wants. And the president says it in the CNBC video, that ultimately the customer is who we want to satisfy. So as a shopper, does that affect me as a shopper? It doesn't, because in the end of the day, we are independent contractors, and we're not employees of Instacart. The only people that are complaining on Instacart are full-time service shoppers. So those are the ones that are independent contractors. The employees are not, the W-2 people are not complaining. So why are we complaining? Well, like I said in my last video, people think that they want to make this a true living, and it's not. That's why you got to have multiple side gigs, because Instacart controls how much we get paid. Speaking about how much Instacart pays us, and also in that video, you're going to also see that they talk about the tip baiting. And guess what the president and the CEO said? Mostly the president. He says that 99.5% do not tip bait. But the 0.5 that take their tips away is because of quality issues. He said 0.5%. He's talking about it on a United States scale, right? And also Canada too, because they're also in Canada. So what does that let me know? He's not worried about the tip baiting. They're not worrying about the protests either, because it's not affecting their customers. In the long run, does it give Instacart a bad name? It might. But I'll be honest with you. Even with Uber had a strike with protesters of drivers. Customers were not worrying about that. They were worrying about getting a ride from their house to their jobs or to whatever event they gotta do. So there you go about the tip baiting. Now, in the CNBC report, they didn't talk about the bots or anything like that. I don't know if they even, was focused on that, or when that video was created, maybe they were thinking about it. But that Instacart bots and the stealing of batches of a third-party app wasn't in this video. But my response to that is, again, we are independent contractors. Instacart allows customers to do what they want with their tip in 3 days. They can take it back. And as I've seen, I've received a $9 tip and got, it was taken away. And it was a large Costco order. Am I mad about that? I'm not mad at the customer, because at the end of the day, some customers are a-holes. They know what they're doing and they could get away with it because the company allows it. And again, in the video, you're here. It's all about the customer. So with that being said, I don't want to make this a long video. That's my response to this Instacart thing. You guys can protest if you want. If it doesn't affect their customers, then I'm worrying about you. Because once you stop saying, I don't want to be here, I don't want to do this Instacart stuff, there are 10 people on the waiting list right behind you for every person that drops off. So go figure. Now, if you want to join a new company called Corner Shop, if you want to partner with them, they're in Miami and Dallas. I'll leave the link in the description below. Ride the waves. That is what this is about. When you ride the waves, it's short term. That's it. It's not a long-term situation. So, with that being said, check the description below. The Corner Shop app is a new app. It's just like Instacart and Ship. However, it's only in Miami and Dallas, and it's going to grow soon. And majority of its stakeholder is Uber. So, go figure. Anyways, you guys have a great one. That has been my response. Check the link in the description below for the YouTube video from CNBC. And you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.